Hey everybody, I'm Dale Earnhardt Jr. and this is the Dirty 30. The best highlights from all of our podcasts this week. 30 minutes every single Friday. The Dirty 30 coming at you. Let's get right to it. So Denny Hamlin, right, there's something that we say every year. The statement hasn't been incorrect. Every year we say, man, this is his best shot. What Denny's been able to do over the last handful of seasons to be, I think, a favorite, one of the favorites, one of the contenders, year after year after year. Literally every single year, it seems like he's even better. Mm-hmm. You got to give the guy a ton of credit. Right now, I think we can say maybe for the first time that he's the best car in the field at this point.
It's most consistent.
Yeah. I mean, when we go to the racetrack and we've got to do this manufacturer parlay or we got to think about who's going to be good, Denny's always one of the top three drivers. He's always the top Toyota. It's just impressive.
He's definitely the most consistent right now.
You know, can they finally get to Phoenix and get the job done? He deserves to win a championship. He deserves to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
All the things that all the wins, all the trophies in the house, all the things that he has in his memory of his career, he deserves to have a trophy.
I just think this format goes against Denny for the championship.
This format goes against everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Denny is a consistent. If you give Denny 4 races, he's going to be a threat because he knows how to put all 4 of them together.
This format doesn't favor or lend itself to anybody. Now,
well,
Joey's
I mean,
been
I disagree. I think it definitely fits Logano better. He loves this type of format. He loves being the underdog. He loves coming in there and ruining these things for guys.
I know, but you got to have the car and the ability on that given day to be able to go do it.
Yeah.
Where is that during the regular season when you need to win races and be great?
I mean,
it doesn't seem to. I just have a hard time buying in to this idea that there is anybody in the walking, breathing on this earth that actually can be better at this format than someone else. This format is more about being great on one singular day. You know, the rest of the season be damned. And
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at these points right here.
Well, he happened to have the good car that day at Phoenix.
Yeah, well, Joey's only 21 above the cut line. I mean, Denny, you know what I mean?
What about that?
But if you put him...
Where was he before this weekend? Or where was he when the playoffs, when the regular season ended?
Not very high.
Yeah, probably 200 out.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, but so he just got handed 150 points.
I know that, but this is where he starts to thrive in this situation.
Well, it's easy to thrive when somebody gives you 150 points.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but this system aids. It definitely aids guys like that. Like it fits him.
You got to credit Joey's crew chief.
Strategy.
Yeah.
What he's put in situations that he has to step up and make it work too. Yeah. And he does.
Well, yeah. I mean, they do fuel mileage things and different, but they did the fuel mileage. I don't want to be wrong here, but
this year
I risk
or last year
they did. Remember at Vegas, they won at Vegas.
Oh yeah, Blaney was pushing him.
Was he even good that day?
I think it was mostly off of strategy.
Yeah,
he was
running,
average.
He was running so average that he just could do the fuel mileage.
It was Bell's race to win, or to lose, really.
And so, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man.
It's tough. I know
it is.
To TJ's point, I think where Logano and I think Penske favors in the format, and again, it's kind of the big
was
topic
out
point
after Roval.
Mm-hmm.
Was that his plan? Was that his plan to get back into the playoffs through a DQ?
Obviously not. But
but he still got in.
Oh well, man, he's so good at this.
Well,
what the fuck are we talking about?
But hold on.
That guy won the championship. The guy that was out.
I know, but he was out before the 48 guy got disqualified.
Yeah, that doesn't matter though.
So I mean, you can't tell me that, man. He's the one that knows how to do this better than anybody else because he was out. If the 48 doesn't fail tech, 5 pounds light or whatever the hell it was, because he run over the curb and threw the shit off his car.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I mean,
I think what favors Joey is the format and the schedule.
No, it's like I can't say it. Dude, he's a champion. Joey Logano is a champion. He is a badass race car driver. But literally, this you can't tell me that this. You can't tell me that there's a strategy to.
No, this is not your strategy.
No.
You don't hope a guy gets thrown out.
Nobody's going into Vegas going, we're going to run 14th all day and then on fuel mileage.
Right.
Didn't Denny did I see a clip where Denny said he was a better driver than the 3-time champion? Did he? Well, did I see
Dalton's
that?
not his head.
Yeah, which I thought. I'm surprised that wasn't in the show sheet.
A little big.
Yeah.
Couldn't you say Logano and Penske could be better than other teams when given the circumstance? Like he wins at Vegas, they weren't
tools. Better than other teams. They just happened to be running poor enough to do the fuel mileage. If he was really good, let me say this: if he was great, right, and running in the top 3 or top 2 all day, they would have never considered the fuel mileage. Possibly, right? It's possible they would have never considered the fuel mileage, and someone else would have leapfrogged or beat them with that same strategy.
That's a back half top 10 move probably to try to win a race.
And so
I don't disagree there.
Yeah, and he runs poorly enough to be actually eliminated at the Roval. So I mean, what do y'all?
I'm saying when Penske is given the circumstance of like, okay, he happens to win at Vegas by luck or skill, whatever, are they better than other teams when it comes to, okay, we can ignore the next 2 races, we can focus on Phoenix?
Would say that
I think Penske does a good job of like playing the game of the playoffs.
I don't think it's a Penske. I mean, I give Penske all the credit. It's Paul.
Okay.
It's Mr. Wolf.
Making them strategy calls.
Him.
Oh, Paul's great.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, Paul's great.
He used to be Brad's crew chief.
Yeah.
When he won a championship.
Yeah. I worked with him with Joey as well.
Yeah.
Paul's great. Yeah. You always have a shot with Paul.
Yeah.
Like off the wall, kind of. Yeah. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'm sure at the Roval, I don't remember how their race went. I'm sure at the Roval, Paul tried something at some point to get some track position. You know what I mean? He wasn't just, oh, we're going to run here all day. Like he tried. Yeah. Like they're good. Like Paul's really good. He's really creative. Yeah. But I think that fits with Joey's driving style in these situations because he can put
Joey's a great race car driver. And if Paul says, Joey, I'm going to put you out here in front of these guys on old tires and our only shot is to hold them off, Joey is going to give it all he's got.
Is Denny better than Joey?
That depends on the track, the race, the day.
Car. I mean, I honestly feel like they're equal. They're pretty equal.
I mean, you're splitting hairs.
Yeah.
At that point, between who's better than who.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Door Bumper Clear. Things look a little different in here today. Tommy, like I said, we kicked him off the show. We just had to, we've had enough of his Sitting in his place, one of our illustrious media members and fellow Dirty Mo podcast host, Jordan Bianchi. Hey, Jordan, how are you this morning?
I'm well. Thanks for having me on. Bottom of the barrel.
Also joining us, our actual guest this weekend, Mr. Austin Cindric.
Both Corey Heim and Connor Zilisch will win the championship in their respective divisions after absolutely dominating all season long. Spot on, spot off, Austin.
This is tangled web.
Could it be a split thing? Because
it's tough. I feel like I could take it 2 different ways with each of them, but we'll go spot on because they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the problem. That's where therein lies the problem, Jordan. Of they are clearly the best cars. And when I say clearly, I'm talking Corey Heim has led 40% of the laps this year in the Truck Series. They are clearly the best cars, best teams in their respective series. But that's not this format.
It's not this format, and if neither of them win the championship, it's going to be another, talking point of here's why we need to change the playoff format, et cetera, et cetera. I will say this. I like Corey Heim's chances better than I like Connor Zilisch, and this isn't a knock on Zilisch.
I agree.
I just think that the Heim is clearly head and shoulders. One, he's a great talent with a great team, and 2, he's got so much experience compared to a lot of the Truck Series guys who are still kind of coming into their own. It's such a combination that just elevates him above everyone else. The thing with Connor Zilisch that jumps out to me he's going to be great. He's going to probably make the championship 4 just based on the point accumulation he has. The problem is, where's the championship at? It's at Phoenix. And where is Justin Allgaier really good at? Phoenix. If Allgaier can get there, I like Allgaier in that format. I really, really do. So it's not really a knock on Connor. It's just more of a, this is how it sets up well for the competition.
Yeah, and if the problem, the format is what it is. You can complain about it all you want. You can talk about 36 races. You can talk about 10 races, 3 races, whatever it is. But that's not what the format is this year, and that's all that really matters. I would probably suggest deleting all forms of social media if these guys get wrecked at Phoenix in the Final Four, if you're NASCAR or anybody that wants to support the current playoff system. But, I mean, Austin, for the 23 team, selfishly, I'm torn because I grew up racing. My whole life's racing. My dad raced growing up. Everything I did racing was based on a season-long points champion, and that's what I want. But I know that right now, sitting here today, the only shot I have at ever winning a championship with Bubba is right now in this current format is the way it is, because we have 7 DNFs this year. Our season would have been over in April probably. So where do you sit on this? Like, is there need to be some kind of balance of a little bit of both, or do you like the current system, or do you prefer something like a longer 36 race playoff?
Well, if I'm going to use Jordan's example as far as Allgaier versus Zilisch at Phoenix, if that's what it is, and Allgaier wins at Phoenix, they were in a points battle for the regular season championship for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, was Connor able to capitalize the last 2 weeks and win both those races? Did Justin run well? Yes, but did he win? No. So does that make him undeserving? Hard to say if it makes him undeserving or not, but the win total is obviously what sets Connor apart. I think the playoff format is exciting for those who understand it.
Yeah.
And I think if there are any changes in the future that are to be made, it has to be first and foremost simplifying in order for more to understand and appreciate. Because otherwise it's difficult to add more incentives and more items into the fold that a top 10 provisional in points or something, like you got to stop right there, because you're gonna lose people's interest, because it's going to be really confusing. Right now I feel like there's a lot of incentives to run well throughout the year. I mean, talking about Connor's won 9 races so far. You're right. If he finishes 20th in every race in the Xfinity Series playoffs, he's probably going to be in the championship 4. Okay, he's earned the spot to go race for a championship already, because so we have incentives. Same thing with running well throughout the race, stage points, so on. So I think the incentives are all very good to continue to run well throughout the year. It's just I think if there's anything to refine, it's the simplification to help our race fans and maybe our casual fans be able to be more on board with what's on the line and what's at stake. But past that, it's pretty entertaining, because I mean, going into Bristol this weekend, Alex Bowman could go win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Alex Bowman could go win, and right now he's out. That's exciting.
That's a moment.
That's a moment. I mean, no different than Chase Briscoe going out and winning the Southern 500 with he was equal to me on points starting the playoffs. Bang. And can Chase Briscoe win the championship? Like that's crazy, right? I mean, if I was to go out and win Bristol, you'd be like, is Austin Cindric a serious contender for the Cup Series championship this year? It's just gonna, everybody on Monday morning is gonna be having this conversation, right? So, and we wouldn't have that without the playoffs. We wouldn't have that conversation without the playoffs.
Hypothetically speaking, if there was a championship round consisting of, say, 4 races, would that make it more palatable for the drivers?
Well, what's fair for the drivers and competitors is never going to be what's best for the fans.
And the drivers want more of a longer runway for points. The fans, I think, or some fans, I should say, be careful, like they want shorter. At least the TV networks do too. But 4 races, again, hypothetically, would you be okay with that? Would you think that'd be okay? Kind of a fair compromise?
I don't even think it needs to be 4.
Okay.
I mean, we have 3 race formats.
Yeah.
Why does it need to be?
Well, you could have like a format, I'm just spitballing here, of, let's say, 3-3-4.
Sounds like Jordan knows something that I don't.
Well, Jordan knows everything.
I'll just come up with ideas.
tea.
But you could have a format of like 3 races and then another round of 3 races. And then from that, you whittle down to whatever number that driver count is. And that number of drivers over 4 races is racing for the championship. that could be, is that a fair compromise where you still have the mentality of you got to go out there and win it, you got to be aggressive because it helps you, but you also have a little bit more of a runway where, quote unquote, the better team is going to be more, the deserving
I mean, you're
champion.
essentially taking what the NBA does. It's a series.
Yeah.
Each round is a series,
Yeah.
and the more wins or better finishes you get in the series, then bam, you are the champion. So
I think,
it's all stuff that's been done before. It's just how do we apply it to our format.
Yeah, I think anybody that's hoping for a 36 race season
dumb.
is never going to happen. So
Yeah.
just
it's dumb.
abandon all hope for that.
Hey guys, welcome to Actions Detrimental Post Worldwide Technology Raceway, St. Louis, Gateway. We have all kinds of names for this track. But man, what a great weekend for the 11 team.
Your post game speech there. Was
Yep.
that planned? When did that come to you?
Well, y'all have heard me say it before, right? I mean, I've said it amongst my friends and whatnot before. I do need to clarify, though. Some are making it out to be like jump on the championship bandwagon. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is jump on the 11 car bandwagon because you'll win more. You're going to win more. You're going to win more than you're going to.
Trav, we're gonna have a conversation.
What's wrong?
Off the, there's just too much championship downplay here.
How many times do I have to tell you? I want to win races.
I believe
if I
what
win the
Denny's saying.
championship, that's going to be awesome. I'm going to try my damnedest to do it. But when it comes down to a race, you just don't know, man. I like to underpromise and overdeliver when it comes to that. What I'm saying is jump on the 11 car bandwagon and you're going to win more than probably what your favorite driver does.
I believe you that you're saying that, but how it came across is get on it or we're running you over on our way to Phoenix to win a championship.
No, so you added all that at the end.
But that's
not
how.
what I
But that's
said.
how it sounded.
And that sounds good.
And by thinking if that's what you meant, it would have been so much. If you're just saying we're going to win races, like that's no longer as cool as what it was.
11 against the world,
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not, you want to win a natty, you jump on the Ohio State bandwagon. No, you jump on the best team, and they're going to win a ton of games, and hopefully they win a championship at the end.
No, it's natty or bust. That was our motto to start the year. Ohio State against the world, natty or bust.
Yeah, but y'all spent like $35 million to do
20.
I'm clarifying. Everyone can make it their own. Whatever you want to make it, I'm all for it. I support you. If you want to support me, my fans have gotten louder. Thank you. I hear the cheers. I'm with you.
It's funny is I could hear some boos before you went with that line. They were kind of murmuring underneath, and then when you went there, then the boos just.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of it is I don't know how many more race wins I'll have, and so you got to take advantage. It's the only time also that we get to talk to the fans in the stands. Think about that. The only time you can talk to them, you either might get a 10-second interview on the big screen, like standing beside your car, or you're going to talk to them after the race is over. And it's usually because you won the race. And so, that's the only opportunity I have to talk to those 30, 40,000 people. I want to give it to them any chance I can because I know that the bulk of them are not fans of mine and the bulk of them hate see me winning. And I just love ruining their day.
Well, I got a few messages on Instagram, and for the rest of the season, the hashtag all aboard has been proposed.
I love all aboard. Put it on a t-shirt.
See, but the fans want to hop on this train, but they want clarification that the train is going to Phoenix.
Yeah, what's
right?
the destination?
Right? We know the train. You're telling us the train ride's going to be fun. Hop on, it's going to be a good time. But they want to know where the train's going.
What does it matter where you're going? And when you jump on a party bus, who gives a shit where the end destination
Because
is?
if it ends at Martinsville, then it's not going to be as fun if it goes to Phoenix.
I'm going to try.
You know what my dad tells me? Don't try, do.
Listen, Trav, I'm doing the best that I can do.
I know.
I mean, our win percentage is stout.
Well, just keep it up.
Stout.
Trav,
So, like, listen, people, I'm talking to this camera. If you want to jump on the train, you're welcome aboard. We'll take care of you. You're going to have a good time. You might get hassled every now and then, but I can assure you, you're going to have more good weekends than you're going to have bad weekends. And I'm probably going to beat your favorite driver that you're currently rooting for. So I say all aboard.
and here's the thing: if you jump on the train and you have more good weekends than bad weekends, and you win a handful more races before you get to Phoenix, or if you even get to Phoenix, and then you don't make it to Phoenix or you don't win, at least the narrative at that point would be like, oh well, Denny deserved the championship because he had 8 wins this year, and so at least that'll be in your favor.
That's cool. I'm down with that. Listen, the trolls are in my mentions of like, yeah, but another round of 12 exit coming, or another round of 8 exit coming. I don't give a I just want to win races and beat the out of everyone else every chance I get. That's what I want to do. They're going to fix this playoff format for next year. Knock on wood. Think it's going to happen. Then let's talk about legitimacy.
All right, David Reutimann on the Dale Jr. Download. You would end up having another win at Chicagoland, so you passed Jeff Gordon and held off Carl Edwards. This is in 2010. What do you where does that win fall? Is that kind of the one where you're like, all right, now I feel like I can celebrate this. I deserve this. I earned this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but, of course, I mean, you get to thinking in the back of your mind, it's like, well, why can't I win all the time? Because the car was just so good.
You thought the car,
and it's like, just it's like you thinking back to, you're like, why can't I do this on a regular basis?
Yeah,
eventually reality sets in. But yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, looking back, I mean, I wish I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah,
for sure. But
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Do you have that trophy?
Yeah, I had a trophy. Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in the house. Yeah.
So I mean, you're proud.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean,
not many people have won at that level.
No, there's not. But I don't really think about it, especially being through all the stuff I've been through, medically wise and whatever. Yeah. It kind of puts things in perspective, I guess, really. Mm-hmm. And so I don't really dwell on that too much or think about it too much. I mean, heck, to just say, when I finished the race at Richmond and I walked away, I don't think I've watched. I think I watched Truex win the championship the last 5 laps. But other than that, I don't watch Cup racing like at all.
Really?
Period.
Do you think that's because you're just not interested to see it, or because you don't want to watch it?
I think very few of us have the opportunity to go out the way we want to. I mean,
you didn't get to do that?
No, I don't feel like I did. So it's like, and it's not because I'm mad at NASCAR or have anything against Cup racing. Yeah. It's just a self-preservation, I guess, really. If you're a drug addict, and you want to get clean, you don't hang around with people that do drugs. Well, that's kind of the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. So
that's very powerful. Let's talk about the crashes. You've recently had some brain surgery. When was that?
It's been about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that for?
Had what's called a acoustic neuroma, which is basically a tumor on the back of your brain.
Yeah.
It's just it was not cancerous tumor. It's just like a fatty tumor or whatever.
Really?
And and so
why do you think you had that? What is it?
I asked the doctor. I was like, well, is it because I hit stuff or whatever? Yeah. And he said, no, you just got lucky.
Oh, Jesus.
And again, I mean, part of it was ego, because we all have it. And I knew sitting down in a dirt car, I was not as good as I thought I should be behind the wheel, because I mean, my background's dirt racing. So, automatically I felt like as a driver, you just know when you're not performing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, so I said, well, let me go get checked. So I got checked, and they did scan, and you know, whatever, all that stuff, and I can't, you know, so I, you know, nowadays you have to go to a specialist and another specialist, and so I went in the doctor's office there and sat down, and my X-ray was up on the computer screen, and I have no idea what I'm looking at all, but I knew that different color mass in the center was not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And that's when the doctor said, he goes, yeah, because you've got a brain tumor, and he goes, it's got your spinal cord pushed way, way over.
Really?
And as I learned, evidently it's a fairly slow growing tumor. So I think I probably had it, you know, obviously in the Cup Series as well.
Wow, really?
And so I mean, again, you want to take it, you know, use that as an excuse of why you didn't run good sometimes, but
You never know.
yeah, you don't know what happened. So
So they had to go in there and get this out.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it wasn't cancerous, they had to remove it because of what it might be doing to your spinal cord and making things, you know, complicated and having some issues down the road, right? So they go in there and it's caused some changes in your cognitive abilities and so forth. And so how hard have you worked, I guess, to get back as much as you can? What's that process been like?
Yeah, probably not as hard as I should have, for sure. I mean, it's easy to get discouraged, right,
Sure.
when you're trying to recover stuff. And but I mean, I can't hear at all out of my right ear. I had to cut the nerves.
Okay.
Because the tumor had grown up into my ear canal. And you would think, you know, no more brain than I have, you could get inside and play tennis or whatever, but evidently it's kind of tight quarters. So it took a couple surgeons there, 2 surgeons.
Really?
To go in there. And
2 different surgeries?
Two different surgeons at the same surgery.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And so they went in there and cut it out. And, you know, going in, you know, they said, well, you know, may have to end up cutting your facial nerve, which ends up making your face droop on one side, like kind of like you had a stroke or whatever. And yeah, so, you know, so everything to do with my right side leg, right side arm, right side ear, all that stuff, you just basically, it sucks really. I mean, you know, I mean, I've gotten better, but the doctor always told me, he goes, you'll have, you know, you'll recover and feel okay, and then you'll go downhill. And he goes, and then after about 2 years, where you're at is
where you're at.
You're not going to, you may get a little bit better in some things just by repetition.
Yep.
But, yeah, so I'm pretty much, you know, as good as I am right now going to get.
How have you managed that emotionally, and what kind of support have you had to navigate such a challenging thing?
Emotionally, I don't know if I'm the best person to ask. I think I'm doing okay. I mean, you just kind of have to adjust to the new norm, I guess, really. But I mean, I find myself all the time, you know, telling the guy at the shop, yeah, bring that car in. I'll, you know, we'll do this and do that. And then I discovered that I can't do it. I mean, I'm not coordinated. I have no balance. I walk around like I'm drunk. I can't talk right. Not that I ever could, but it's even worse now. I mean, it's just like, it's really, really easy to, you know, get down on yourself.
Sure.
And, you know, but I don't know. I mean, I have enough stuff to keep me busy to kind of keep my mind off the fact that I'm not, you know, as good as I was.
Check out Dirty Mo Media on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok.